This is not another education podcast. What if everything you were taught about success was incomplete? In this episode of the Global Edu-Leader podcast, we're unlocking the real entrepreneurship mindset, the kind schools don't usually talk about. This isn't theory. This is raw experience from leaders who've shaped thousands of students. S.K. Singh, principal of GD Gwenka Bhubaneswar, a man who's built institutions, not just schools, and Dr. Rashmi Singh from Tagore Public School, shaping future-ready minds with science, empathy, and leadership. You'll hear stories schools never tell, mindsets that separate job seekers from problem solvers. Watch till the end because the last insight might change how you look at education forever. Let's begin.
So, good evening. Welcome to Global Edu Leader Podcast, and this is Series 2, Episode 12 we are doing today. And I'm Ruby Kalyan. I'm the founder of Tech Radiance as well as host for this Global Edu Leader Forum. So today's topic is very important, entrepreneurship mindset. And when we hear about the word entrepreneur, many people think, big offices, big money and big risk. But entrepreneurship is not just about starting a business. It is about thinking differently, solving problem or not giving up easily. So let's talk, as the tagline of Global Edu Leader Forum is, connect with the heart, like head to heart, we'll talk about from the heart, actual on the real ground, what is happening, like what your students really need for the future, how schools can build an entrepreneurship mindset, or like why failure is not the end, it is a part of learning. And for that, in the panel we have SK sir, who is the principal of GD Gwenka Bhubaneswar, and then Dr. Rasmi, who is from Tagore Public School, Faridabad. So welcome both of you.
And good evening, Dr. Rashmi.
Good evening, sir. How are you?
All well. How about you?
You are from Bhubaneswar.
Yes.
Yes, so welcome once again, and let's start with a very simple question. So first I'll start with you, SK sir. What future skills will matter the most for entrepreneurs in the next 5 to 10 years? Over to you, sir.
Entrepreneurship means how you solve the problem by your own, and it's based on completely skills. For example, if you have a BTech degree, it's not like कि you can solve the real life problem. कि inverter fail हो गया तो आपके electronics में, if you're in B.Ed, that is not going to help. If you're a mechanical engineer and your motorbike or scooty is not working, you are not going to. But at the same time, a illiterate boy who is uneducated on the street side sitting age of 16, 17, 18, he will open the plug and he will have check the wire, and maybe 5-10 minutes he will win. Coming to the second task, why it is important. See, skills give you survival in the life. Honestly speaking, PhD, your master's, everything after examination, 70% things are kept aside. Once you come to ground, suppose any teacher is a master's in a subject and teaching in nursery KG. What is going to work there? Which content of your graduation? Which content of your master's? Only it will work your emotion, your connect to the child and making feel them better. Third stage, why India require, we are the best manpower in the world. You start from Silicon Valley, start from your basics hurdle which we are facing from the childhood till education. So we have learned one thing, that for survival you have to work, not just to get education. And most of the interview, what we are asking, madam, how you are going to handle the class? Suppose children are shouting, they are fighting. To contest, entrepreneur of one of class, this is my class, I am the mother teacher. Mother teacher is also entrepreneur. You see a teacher goes to the class and with the happy smile, and have you heard the story of the Basuri wala, and class is running behind the teacher, circle time, play time. Coming to the senior class contest, all the IITs, all the IIM, there are a problem based solution which is being given to the people. It is not theoretical कि you just pass a grade examination. Even if I say UPSC is called as a well-decorated service of India, hardly 5 to 10% of education works there. UPSC, if you become an IS or IPS, it's a matter of your training of 2 years. Aptitude, approach to the problem, and difficulty for skill development is unlearned. We carry 30 years, 20 years back history of life, but we are acting in a present scenario. And whatever you are giving to the children, it is not going to be utilized today. Another 10 to 20 years ahead in the life, things will be. So it is interconnected approach. It is a self problem solving. And more than that, what is right and wrong. You are the self-assessor. Let's not wait for others. You know when you are happy and you know when you are sad. So if you take it to educational context, why we are moving from numbers to grade, why we are moving from knowledge to skill. This is the journey which is going to make any entrepreneurship viable. Either it is in a classroom situation, either it is a principal skills, either it is a owner skills. You cannot just invest the money and without volunteering the organization, you can run the organization. So it's a whole life management based on two things, growth and happiness together. If only growth, no happiness, no meaning of this entrepreneurship. And if you are only happy and you are not having any wealth, so you will reach to the very limited people and people will not be get benefit. This is what my submission is. Ruby.
Very rightly said, sir. Like as you said, skills are important and skills are real skills. Even in the big institutes, children are doing engineering, but still I don't think so they'll able to make any device. Like if they are doing from electronic, they are not able to make the electronic devices. Similarly for the mechanical engineer. So with the same thing, I would like to ask Dr. Rasmi. So can we teach this kind of skills in the school premises itself, or are these are prepared outside? Like majorly, if even we talk about the engineering colleges itself, majorly the children or people learn after their college in the real life. When they enter in the real life scenario, then only they'll learn the real life. So what about the school?
Very nicely said and asked and thought, Ruby. Like even I was thinking about it since long. We are doing, rote learning and so many experiential learning and everything has come up and we're doing and doing. We're going about it because before this, I was founder principal also of CBSE, and so many things were coming up at the same time. And what in 11th and 12th we noticed that majorly IIT, JEE, NEET, all these, you have a rush for all these entrance exam, and after that CLAT came and so many other things came. And commerce students are generally looked, though they top the list, they top the chart, but okay, aapke paas commerce hai, this way they think, okay, we are a non-med student, we are a med student. Why this? Because entrepreneurship comes from there. So somewhere the schools also fail to build that kind of pride amongst the students. I feel so because generally, and it is, I'll come step by step to it. It is also gender biased, I think so. Mostly the male gender will go for commerce, and the female students generally they opt for either engineering or they will opt for humanity. So what I feel that in 9th and 10th itself, before they take any stream in 11th and 12th, they should, I think, be sent for, just like in engineering and other streams, we send for internship, or after second or third year, they go for training, skill-based trainings in different organizations. Why not make it compulsory in the schools as well, and not in 11th and 12th? Because that time they're burdened with their own streams. Why not in 9th and 10th? So make it compulsory in the result, and outcome is not important. What is important? Like they go there, they delve into that, they understand, they take pride that what is entrepreneurship. And this is not just business minded that we are making money, we'll make money one day. Because entrepreneur, it starts from an idea, one innovation. And how much AI is helping? Yes, AI will help because AI has come, large language model has come, so it will help undoubtedly. But then there is repetition also. So original thinking is very much necessary. It is not that you'll give prompt that AI, you tell me which business or which entrepreneurship I should go for. And because Jesse sir told that entrepreneurship, business, this is what comes into the mind. I'll make a lot of money. I have 9th and 10th teens, I'll have 4 cars, I'll have 2 houses. No, you have to tell them that from scratch you build. Even the Chandrayaan 1 and 2, what is this? All technical. And when we look forward, like computers, when they came, they took over the market. Before that, everything was pen and paper. After COVID, Zoom took over the market. Okay. And now AI has taken over everywhere. AI, everything is being done with AI. You cannot just negate it, or you cannot just avoid it. Once upon a time, people were told that you have such good linguistic skills. Now, who will tell? Because AI is giving you much better than what only your prompt should be good. So all these things, and sending children for training is equally mandatory. And one more thing which I feel, gender biased and gender based also. In literature, because I'm a literature student, so So there is a story in grade 11, The Birth, where is the gynecologist is male. Okay. And generally we have this, that gynecologists have to be females. Similarly, when you have this future mindset and robotics and all these things, generally I see that all these competitions which we have, technocian and all these competitions, what we have, generally the boys, they go in for. There are girls. I'm not saying that girls are not there. In Chandrayaan, we had whole group of female scientists, but are we promoting them afterwards? So there we have to be like very open. We have to bring both the genders in all kind of, you can say, all kinds of skills. Even operation is a skill. Even being a gynecologist is a skill. So in all kind of, skills, in all walks of life, both the, you can say, both the gender have to be included. We have to have an inclusive mindset as well, because inclusive mindset is very, very necessary for any skill-based thinking without any prejudice. This is what I feel, that they should be sent for training, internship, mandatory. CBSE, when it is making so many changes, experiential, every second day you have a list coming from CBSE, this circular, this is there, that is there. So I think this is also very, very important. Before they choose any stream, let them go for entrepreneurship trainings. This is what I feel.
Very, very well said, ma'am. And as you said, nowadays AI is, something everyone need to be updated. And even
Yes.
CBSE also have given as a vocational course in the school education system. So the, related to that itself, let's hear from Matthew that how important, AI literacy for the students and for the young entrepreneurs. And I'm not talking about the theoretical concept, because theory is no more, of any use nowadays. It is more about, the practical things, and more about, as ma'am said, it's what instructions we are giving, what prompts we are giving, that is important. And that starts with the mindset, what tools we can use, that is more important. Even in the school education system itself, if the teachers use the right AI tools, then their work will be, beautiful. So how important is AI, and how they can learn it?
It's a beautiful question, Ruby. Let's take a very simple example. You are going to the medical store. Which medicine you require? AI is a set of solutions. So you have to choose the right solution, and for choosing right solution, you have to work at back end. What people are thinking ki AI can type the letter, make the presentation. No, that is not exactly. If you have a head pain and you are taking medicine for leg, it will not work. So once you talk about in scripts or the logic of query which you want to solve with AI, is more difficult. It's like a flying at the fighter jet. In a microsecond, you can make disaster. At the same time, in few seconds, you can get a wonderful result. So again, the story comes, if I'm thirsty, I'm going to get water, which is nearest pond, sea, or the shop nearest to me, or I'm going to dig the soil for a week time until I die. So AI is a just set of information. There are a lot of misconceptions. AI can replace human being, not at all. It's like a library. You have to choose the which book you require. It is like a laboratory, which test you want to do. It is like in medicine shop, and which medicine, which test you require from AI. Moving to next. Misconception about AI. Maximum, especially clerical or literature people, those who are preparing with AI, that is emotionless. And remember one thing, if any literature, any content which you have prepared, either it is over, either it is less with emotion, will not be appropriate. So matching that mind and heart bend together, what I want. Suppose I'm preparing something for class 6, I'm preparing something for the college students, I'm preparing for the KG students, what kind of activity I have to choose. And biggest problem is once you have 1,000 things to choose, first you need to know 1,000 things, only you can choose 1 or 2. There are 5 solutions, so you choose easily and you can reach out. So it's like a hazard of information. We are confused. And most funny thing I would share, since I was a student of computer science, I still remember COBOL programming. You go to the Google, you will get out of 150 informations are wrong, because there is no regulatory board, there is no observation which you put on the net that is justified. Now people started using a few of the AI tools, which are of course authentic, more precise. But remember one thing again, it's like sitting in the fighter jet. You have a microsecond or few seconds to save the life, either you kill the life. Depends on you. So this is the right time when we all have to understand, okay, this information I have to process the information, I have to check the information, and then I have to apply the information.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Now, coming to that point, as Dr. Rasmi said, entrepreneurship, when we heard about this word entrepreneurship, so majorly it comes in the mind, big kind of, cars are there, lots of money is there. So, ma'am, related to that, I would like to know, like, we are living in the digital age, right? So, what is the mindset is also coming from that. So, what young entrepreneur thinks is like that lifestyle, that those kind of, money, that successful career. So, what is the biggest mindset mistake young entrepreneurship are making in this digital age, or you can say the social media era? Because that influence will come from the social media as well. In the social media, we just see good, 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 nothing real life.
So, Ruby ma'am, this is a very relevant and great question. And I would like to bring this here that you cannot stop social media. You cannot stop, and you cannot make them, think differently, because all of them want to be successful. All of them want to ride in fly in planes, ride big cars, and have parties, because this is the trend which is going on. So somewhere in school, we have to inculcate in our students, in our children, that from scratch you're starting, and somewhere failure is just a game. Failure is not something which should be looked down upon, because you must have noticed the suicides also have
Yes,
increased,
very
because
true.
what has happened, these children have less, you can say, tolerance. They want everything in a minute. If not, okay, even if the teacher scolds loudly, initially in our days it was very common, people getting scolded and corporal punishment to certain limit. And my father's age, the more, because they were having so much of corporal punishment, and they said that we were like hit and all those things. That's wrong, however. But these days children are getting impatient. Why? Because there are mostly one or two child at home. They're getting each and everything, and both the parents are working, just like I'm also working. So both the parents are working. So when they're at, like, okay, you take money, you do this, money has become the priority, and somewhere here this counseling process is not going on. So now, for entrepreneurship, when we bring these children into this stream, we have to tell them, set this mindset in them, inculcate this mindset rather, that you can fail also, and this is not anything big, but resilience have to be taught. Resilience is very important, like a phoenix, go down, come up, go down, come up. This is in everything. Whether you have done a BTech, whether you have done medical, you will not always land up with a great job. Everybody will not get a very high position in teaching also. Some teachers, they retired
Yes.
being TGT, EGT, very senior teachers, but they have a lot of knowledge. They teach and they're successful in life. It's not that only principals are successful, administrators are successful. They are very successful. They have a lot of fan following teachers, all the teachers, the mother teachers, the junior section teachers, parents adore them. But somewhere here we have to draw the line, and we have to inculcate our students, in our children, the patience, because they have lost patience. And if this patience is inculcated, I think entrepreneurship will also go ahead, because any kind of business, whether any kind, needs patience, and failure is attached to it. You will not be always successful. This has
Yes.
to be told, because parents ka bhi kya hota, you have to be successful, you have to get 99.99%. And we also say, sir, he's not doing so well these days. It was a 90 plus, 95 plus students, 80%. But then at the same time, why discuss about marks? Tell them that he's so skilled. I'm amazed with, and I have girls in my family, those who are just BTech or BA, and they are in very great jobs. And just because they have done so many internships in different colleges, different universities, and so much of experience after this, basic level of education. So skill mindset has to be developed by parents as well, not only the schools. This I feel.
Yes, very beautifully said, ma'am. And even you give the answer, you already gave the answer for my next questions that yes, failure should be taught in the school. And
Yes.
this is how we can, make the entrepreneurship mindset. And that is very important
Hmm.
because
Hmm.
failure is also the part of the journey. So,
And in
which you
all the streams
already
we have,
give.
failure is not an entrepreneurship. If you are an IITian also, it is not that you will get,
Yes.
you'll be at the top.
Yeah.
So many IITs, it's not that you'll be at the top always. So you have to tell them, this is just the basic that you have cracked IIT. After that, so many other things. So many IITians are entrepreneurs. They are CEOs in US, and I have my people around. They are doing well. Sometimes they are out of job. They are sitting back. All CEOs of our major US companies are Indians. So this is the way we go. It is hand in hand.
Yes, very rightly said, ma'am. Now, my last question is sum of 2 to 3 questions, basically. As ma'am said, many children who don't perform, very good in schools, but later on in the life, they, outperform or they performed very well. So it is not about the mark. That is the one thing. And second, even nowadays, degrees are not that much important. Skills are important, right? So I just want to know your point of view on this.
Actually, you take the maximum good colleges, those who have started integrated program. Okay, integrated program means suppose you want to do BTech, let's work for 4 years with us, Wipro. They were the first one who has understood कि in 3 to 4 years I will be able to skill up while doing your MTech or BTech. Okay, same thing. If you remember, it is from earlier कि 3 years practice is required. You become chartered accountant by passing the examination. You will be completely out of. I still remember Christ University. After first year, 2 years they exempt the classes for the students. In 2 years you go work, come and appear for the examination. So confidence comes from the skill, not from the knowledge.
Yes.
You have seen in number of failure. I'm talking about the toppers. If you take the data of scoring high marks in a school, in college and degree, they are not the topmost success people. They are somewhere, but those, as ma'am has said rightly, कि those who have developed the resilience, power of facing failure, they have excelled in the life. I still remember जितने क्लास के बदमाश थे हम लोगों के, जो कभी पढ़ाई में नहीं, मैडम से इसलिए नहीं डरते थे, फेल तो आप कर नहीं सकते, इतना मुझे आता है. उन्होंने अपनी लाइफ में वो कॉन्फिडेंस लेके ही एक्सेल किया, हर फेलियर को ओवरकम किया. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर एज ए प्रिंसिपल, ये फुटबॉल वाले, ये स्पोर्ट्स के बच्चे, उनको पता होता है, इंटेलिजेंट वालों की बात कर रहा हूँ कि मैडम आप फेल तो नहीं कर पाओगे, कुछ भी अपने आप दे लो, आप प्रैक्टिकल में कितने नंबर कम कर दोगे. तो दिस मतलब फेसिंग थ्रेट एंड एंजॉयिंग लाइफ बिकम द मोस्ट पावरफुल टूल which I have experienced. Be ready to face the, teach students to how to face the failure. Parents हाय तबाह मचाते, 2 नंबर कहाँ कट गए, hardly matter. क्योंकि पेरेंट्स ने वो रेजिलियंस डेवलप नहीं करी है. अरे कट गए तो कट गए. आई स्टिल रिमेंबर बहुत सारे ऐसे बच्चे हैं लास्ट में पढ़ते थे. माय डॉटर वाज वेरी गुड इन इंग्लिश. मैम, आई एम जस्ट शेयरिंग. व्हाई आई एम शेयरिंग? बिकॉज़ आई हैव अंडरस्टूड दिस एज अ प्रिंसिपल. माय सन गॉट 95 विदाउट, वो कभी पढ़ता ही नहीं था, फिजिक्स मैथ्स पढ़ता था. एंड ही यूज्ड टू टीच माय डॉटर, तुम्हारे 1 साल के पढ़ने का क्या फायदा है. तो व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टेल कि उनको वो जैसे ना फिजिक्स में फार्मूले लगाते हैं, वो ट्रिक्स पता थे. इतना पैसेज से आ जाएगा, इतना सेंटेंस से आ जाएगा, इतना लेटर राइटिंग से आ जाएगा. ही हैज अ कंप्लीट रुब्रिक्स इन द माइंड, और कभी नहीं पढ़ता था. ट्राइंग टू टेल स्ट्रीट स्मार्ट होना कि लाइफ में जो प्रॉब्लम आएगी ना, आप उसको कैसे सॉल्व करोगे. That will empower you and that will give you boost. And last sentence, no one is successful without failure. Not a single person in the world is who has not faced the failure. See, entrepreneurship is the first step of learning failure, coping failure and overcoming, because decision in your hand.
Yes, sir, that's very practical, and even I hope we have covered almost all the questions, and I guess Dr. Rasmem also heading to the next meeting. So let's find up today's session here, and I think the biggest takeaway for today is entrepreneurship is not about money. As you said, it is about thinking, it is about trying, it is not about failure, it is about not quitting. So schools don't need to create business owners; they just need to create problem solvers, thinkers, or confident learners. So
see, newborn baby, once you start crawling now, he is the best entrepreneurship of his own life. No one is watching, he is trying, falling down. अगर मम्मी देखती है तो वो रो लेता है, नहीं देखती है तो वो चलना सीख लेता है.
Wonderful.
Yeah, failure is learning.
अगर रेजिलियंस देखना है तो उस बच्चे को देखो जो पहली बार चलना सीखता है। अनदर एनिमल्स में अगर आपने रेजिलियंस देखना हो, जो हिरन का बच्चा है, जंगली जानवर का बच्चा जंगल में पैदा होता है, ऑटोमेटिक चलना सीख लेता है, नो फर्दर ट्रेनिंग। So this is the nature gift, honestly, to fight, learn, grow, come back. This is entrepreneurship. नहीं तो सैलरी वाले खुश हैं कि हमको जी, और वो भी गवर्नमेंट जॉब वाले, कि जिंदगी में मुझे कुछ नहीं करना होगा, एक गवर्नमेंट की नौकरी ले लो, पेंशन तो बची नहीं है, फिर भी उनको लगता है सेफ्टी ऑफ लाइफ है। फॉर व्हाट? नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग। स्टिल इट इज देयर। एनीवे, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so
Ruby.
much, Dr. Rasmi. I'll reach out to you for the further confirmations for this 30th event.
रश्मि मैम, बहुत अच्छा लगा। लिटरेचर, आप लिटरेचर के हैं, यू हैव एक्सप्लेन ब्यूटीफुली। जो रेजिलियंस की बात है ना, वो डेली प्रैक्टिस की लाइफ में है। आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर अनदर एग्जाम्पल कि जो नया जूता होता था पहले, न्यू शूज, वो पैर काट देता था क्योंकि वो रॉ मटेरियल का बना होता था। एंड वंस आई स्टिल रिमेम्बर ग्रैंडफादर इज टू से कि अभी नहीं, 10 दिन 15 दिन में वो ठीक हो जाएगा। तो जूता ठीक नहीं होता था, पैर ठीक हो जाता था।
Yes sir, definitely.
So thank you so much.
लिटरेचर में तो ऐसे ऐसे एग्जाम्पल्स आते हैं ना कि वो सारा कुछ आ जाता है।
Exactly.
Thank you sir, it was a nice meeting. Thank you Ruby ma'am.
Pleasure all is mine, and forum is yours. So now you should take over.
Okay, thank you sir.